Hey everybody! You are about to see a testimonial or a case study of a client of mine. She did 6 weeks of her 8 and has come so far that we decided to have a quick chat about it. She used to be a medical doctor. She is a yoga teacher, so she's got quite a well balanced view on wellness. She knew about EFT before we worked together. Her daughter's 2.5, so just a bit of context, you don't need to be in the fourth trimester just to do this work because we hold on to our stuff so well. And I'm very grateful to her for being so open. She talks about some deeper work we did, which is called matrix re-imprinting. We work quite deeply on past trauma and release issues from those moments in our timeline, and it helps. It's amazing. It's a game changer. Matrix re-imprinting works in alignment with EFT, and yeah, so enjoy. You again. So yeah, I really appreciate your time. So just for anyone that's listening, what was going on before having postpartum EFT tapping sessions?
I was experiencing physically shoulder, hand, and arm numbness, pain, tingling, shooting pains, neck and arms, and lots of lots of emotional instability, and but physically and emotionally just tired and in pain.
Yeah. And how did you decide to work with me in particular?
I had been doing tapping for a year with the tappingsolution.com, and I've been going to doctors and to therapy and all kinds of things, counseling, to try to soothe my physical and emotional pain. And I'm aware of the emotion causing pain. I'm aware of that. And so I knew that I needed to go maybe deeper in my tapping, because if I don't fix, or if I don't address my mental emotional state, then my pains will continue to be there, and I'll continue to hurt myself, which is what I was doing
For
before
sure.
tapping. So I took on EFT counseling, coaching, to get deeper and to probably accelerate my relief.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. It's half the battle actually when you're open to the fact that the mind body connection is just in it. It's absolutely there, and to to be open to the fact that if we hold on and keep our emotions stuck and suppressed, or buried inside us, they come out physically, to tell us something's not it's out of balance, something's not right. And was there anything in particular about our sessions that really helped, and what was sort of so effective?
The most effective things that happen is to realize things, to realize what I was doing to myself, because the therapist had said it. They told me how to change my behavior. They told me how to change my ergonomics to stop hurting myself. And I knew it, but I didn't internalize it. It was until EFT that it almost felt like a brick of cold water landed on me, that I have to stop doing this certain thing. For example, putting the child on the changing table because it's hurting my shoulders and causing all kinds of problems in my hands and arms. So, just a moment of truth, it felt like, and many moments of truth that I felt like I needed to stop doing this, stop doing that to help my body, to help my emotions, stop thinking this or that.
And it takes
So
that
it's,
shift to change the physical behaviors, and also the thought patterns. Being stuck in the cyclical thought patterns, it kind of like takes an internal shift of perspective sometimes, would you say?
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, and then throughout our whole EFT tapping sessions, it's one realization after another that just helps me realize how much I've been stuck in my own head and in my own emotions. And of course, pregnancy and childbirth and everything has brought it out to the surface. Um, but I could stay in there if I don't work on it, especially through EFT tapping and going deep within it to
Yeah,
find my solutions, to find myself. It's very personal and private
is
and
yeah,
very scary. It's a
yeah,
scary place to go by myself. I wouldn't recommend to go in there, in your mind, in your psyche, in your emotions, in your energy by yourself.
yeah.
Um, so I definitely recommend to having a professional to do this with you, to guide you.
Yeah, absolutely. And it takes someone else to show you where there's some stuckness, as it were. Because sometimes we can't see these things ourselves. Um, and just holding space and facilitating all those, the speed at which you want to let go of things, because it can come up to the surface again and again. Um, Sorry, something was going on. Join the meeting. Cancel that. Are you still there?
Yes.
And so, what's been the main outcome, would you say?
I think the main outcome is pain relief, significant pain relief in numbers of 7 down to 3, for example.
Yeah,
Um,
air for all.
numbness, numbness relief, hand relief, awareness. Biggest thing is awareness, self awareness, and self care has increased tremendously.
Good.
Um, and anger has reduced tremendously from 10 to a good 5 or sometimes 4. Anger, sadness, and loneliness came out to the surface
Mhm.
that I didn't know I had under the anger. Or maybe I did know, but there's no way I could have gotten there without EFT tapping.
Yeah, yeah.
No way I could have uncovered that on my own because the anger was overpowering all the other emotions. It
Yeah,
was overshadowing everything. And it turns out there's more underneath.
yeah. That's awesome. What would you say? Would you feel like there's more of a reconnection or emotional balance with yourself?
There's definitely emotional balance.
Do you feel like that has an effect on the people around you, or
Yes, it's more like a soothing, calming, the fact that I'm not so angry or that I can at least stop myself. I have stopped myself and breathed in front of my child, which I never done before. I have expressed myself in front of my husband and my child, which I've never done before. I just kept it in, cried it by myself, all these things. But now I feel empowered to actually speak, even if I'm angry, to speak and tell my child what's happening and how angry I feel, and to my husband able to speak as well. So I was not able to do that before.
brilliant? I love it. And where would you be right now if you didn't do EFT?
I would be still stuck in my anger, in my pain. I would be in pain and anger, maybe seeing some lights of hope, but not like I am now,
Good,
for
good.
sure.
Fantastic. And if there was anyone listening to this, or anyone who has a mum or a wife or sister, or anyone that's listening to this, what would you say to them if they were on the fence about working with me or doing EFT?
This is life changing, and it's, in my opinion, why try to heal symptoms when you can go to the root of everything, which is our mind and our emotions? Especially, I feel like women in general, and especially mothers, this is a grand opening to ourselves
Mhm.
and an opportunity to start to change ourselves. And EFT makes that happen right away. It like almost loosens you, opens a door, it gives an opportunity, it gives hope, a
Yeah,
hope that you don't have before. It
yeah,
gives an actual hope that you will feel better.
brilliant. Yeah, it is. It's quite an amazing tool to have for life now.
Yeah,
Uh, Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for this,
of
and
course. Thank you.
so pleased to speak to you again. Hopefully, we'll chat again in the future. But thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for all your help and love and listening and being there for me
All
like no
right.
one else has, really. Thank you.
Oh, love it. Thank you. All right. Talk to you soon. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, so that was Jasmine, and I'm so grateful to her for being so open to chatting about her experience with EFT and postpartum EFT specifically. If you are interested or know anyone that's interested, do not hesitate to get in touch. There's probably a link below somewhere in the YouTube description box, and we can have a complimentary consultation, make sure we're both in alignment with what this is and how it can help you. If you know anybody else that might be interested or it might help, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thanks.